Imagine buying a brand new phone. The first day, it feels perfect. A week later, you notice the battery drains too fast, the camera freezes, it randomly shuts down. But when your friend asks, was it worth the money? You smile and say, yeah, it's amazing. Why? Why is it sometimes easier to defend a bad decision than admit we made one? The answer explains why people stay in toxic relationships, fall for scams, hold losing investments, and ignore warning signs that seem obvious to everyone else. In 2008, one man shocked the financial world. His name was Bernie Madoff. For years, he promised investors steady profits. At first, everything looked incredible. People made money, friends recommended him, families invested together. But there were warning signs. His returns were unusually consistent. Experts couldn't understand how he was making so much money. Some people became suspicious, others ignored it. Why? Because the longer they stayed, the harder it became to imagine leaving. When the truth finally came out, it wasn't an investment company. It was one of the biggest frauds in history. Many victims later admitted the warning signs had been there all along. Why did they stay? Most people think we ignore red flags because we don't see them. But psychology says something different. Sometimes we see the warning signs perfectly. We just explain them away. Imagine this. You meet someone new. They're funny, kind, interesting. Then one day, they lie to you. You think, everyone makes mistakes. A few weeks later, they lie again. Maybe they're just stressed. Then they break your trust. They didn't mean it. Notice what happened. The red flags didn't disappear. Your explanation changed. Your brain loves a good story. Your brain loves stories that make sense. When you choose something, a person, a job, a phone, your brain quietly creates a story. I made the right choice. Now imagine discovering that you were wrong. That story suddenly falls apart, and your brain doesn't like that feeling. So instead of changing the story, it often changes the explanation. It's not that bad. Things will get better. I'm probably overthinking. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance. It's the uncomfortable feeling you get when reality doesn't match what you believe. Your brain tries to get rid of that uncomfortable feeling, even if it means ignoring the truth. Then it gets even harder. Now imagine you've spent 3 years in that relationship, or 5 years at that job, or invested thousands of dollars. Walking away doesn't just mean starting over. It means admitting all that time, energy, and hope didn't lead where you wanted. Your brain hates that idea, so it whispers, stay a little longer. Maybe things will change. Psychologists call this the sunk cost fallacy. The more you've already invested, the harder it becomes to leave. Your brain starts cherry-picking. Something else happens. Your brain starts acting like a photographer. It takes pictures of the good moments and quietly deletes some of the bad ones. One compliment suddenly feels more important than 5 insults. One good day erases a week of problems. This is called confirmation bias. Once your brain believes something, it naturally starts looking for proof that it's right. How to catch yourself. The next time you're unsure about a decision, ask yourself one simple question. If I found this today, knowing everything I know now, would I still choose it? That question is powerful because it forces you to look at the situation instead of the time you've already spent. Red flags are rarely invisible. Most of the time, they're simply uncomfortable, and our brains are surprisingly good at turning uncomfortable truths into comfortable stories. The hardest part isn't seeing the warning signs. It's accepting that they might be pointing at a decision we don't want to question. Because sometimes the biggest lie you'll ever believe is the one your own mind creates to protect you from being wrong.